I predict it will reach unprecedented heights never before seen. That is significant, I suppose. Well, it's quite a change. My best guess is that it was the case. In my opinion, it is the prize at stake here. This chart has been my guide for quite some time. This has been going well, and we're entering the peak performance season. When the ISM begins to gain up steam, altcoin season begins and liquidity season begins. ETH typically outperforms during this period, which is known as the banana zone. We are now in that zone. It begins this year, but next year it really takes off. Looking back to 2020, ETH began the year by basing, but it began to outperform starting in the summer and continued to gain steam until the year's close. In 2021, it reached an ETH-tastic level. In a flash, it entered the banana zone. I believe we will witness a comparable occurrence. Raoul, CEO and founder of Real Vision and global macro investor, has revised his forecast for the prices of Ethereum, Solana, and Bitcoin, touting the latter as a tried-and-true protocol that has been tested in battle. From its prior all-time high of $69,000, Powell predicts that Bitcoin is going to have a 2-3x surge. Even more encouraging is his outlook for Solana. He predicts a 47-fold increase from the cycle lows for the native currency of the Solana blockchain, which uses a proof-of-stake technique to enable smart contract capabilities. Prices each coin reaching an astounding $750 to $1,000. His prediction for Ethereum is that it will reach and even surpass new all-time highs before the bull market ends in 2025 is just as positive. Given the economy's uncertainty and unstable macro conditions, Powell admits the need to exercise care, but he still thinks his predictions are reasonably grounded. His analysis of previous bull markets strengthens his belief in the stability of the Bitcoin market. Powell predicts more quantitative easing measures, or cowbell, which are crucial to his thesis for a robust cryptocurrency bull market. Powell claims that the necessity to perpetually create additional currency to stabilize the world economy was cemented by the 2008 financial crisis and the subsequent actions of central banks. According to him, this is the rationale behind QE, which will be maintained for the duration of the traditional financial system and is now an annual practice of the world's leading central banks. Powell is certain that the cryptocurrency industry as a whole will enjoy a highly beneficial 12 to 18 months due to the endless growth and the excitement surrounding the new Bitcoin and Ethereum ETFs. The ex-executive from Goldman Sachs shares his thoughts on the future of Solana and Ethereum, as well as his price forecasts for the two. With precision, some chop remains in my opinion. However, I anticipate that the Sol ETH chart will break higher later this year. Additionally, I believe it will go much higher once more. Thus, I am of the belief that Sol will achieve twice or perhaps 3 times the performance of ETH. The use and Fire Dancer are the main factors that drive that, while NFTs were the main focus of ETH the first time around. Forget it. Early stage uses or use, like NFTs were when new technology was in its infancy. These meme coins are a means to an end, a means of stress testing the technology and discovering its real market fit. What we're probably doing here is kicking off the social token concept that I've been discussing for a while. Will this be the time that we finally succeed? We didn't get all the way there, just like with NFTs before. What we are witnessing, however, is only the beginning, which are community tokens and the means by which one can engage with cultural groups, reap the rewards of one's efforts to aid those communities, and so on. Therefore, I consider what is happening to be quite significant. Similar to the initial round of NFTs, the vast majority of them will be worthless, but you can still enjoy yourself while you wait. Thus, I unquestionably refrain from passing judgment. People know full well the dangers they're putting themselves in for. Looking at it from a different angle, it seems to be demonstrating that Solana is capable of handling these kind of transactions efficiently and affordably. Furthermore, it demonstrates that cultural elements can be represented by tokens in a manner that aligns with online culture. That's just how cultures work, isn't it? Things of high value ultimately become NFTs. For that, it simply works better. However, NFTs will eventually be used for a variety of purposes, including ticketing. This technology is in its infancy. Something distinct is a meme. There's fungibility and non-fungibility. Culture usually starts the movement, doesn't it? Even when there are distinct use cases in the end? Beginning with NFTs, it began with nasty coins. It's the same cultural shift. From what I can tell, the vast majority of the current meme coin holders were NFT holders previously. Keep in mind that doing NFTs on Solana would cost you little to nothing. This is not, however, the end of NFTs. Someone will figure out a method to use a non-fungible token, maybe a piece of art or some culturally significant object in the same way that a meme currency does, and you can get them for free. I still have it. There's a limit to how much focus the market can handle. Very well. Myth currency, Raoul, do you possess any? Yeah, when it comes to my largest wagers, Whiff and Bonk are both equally weighted. I've spent some time in those because I maintain faith that Elon will eventually accomplish something with Doge. I still hold a small amount of it. Is that all I have? None of my friends have any? It's done? Additionally, all I do is compare each chart to the others. Then I compare bonks and whiffs with other memes. I'm confused about the direction of the bonk whiff chart, so I use it for both purposes. The very first things don't interest me. Time is not on my side. There is no way I can visit pump.com right now. I figured out what's going to move by using pump.fun. Everyone is aware of the nature of this matter. This is only guesswork as to whether or not this cultural meme will become relevant. Is there any lasting significance to my persona as Caitlyn Jenner? I'm playing that game. I thought it was the reason behind the Boduin and the Tremp and everything. The question is, can a meme endure? Assuming that all participants are aware that the game involves wagering on the probability of rains falling on windows, I see no problem with it. Finally, we are people. Every one of us has placed a wager on it. Not all memes disappear, though. Decades and beyond. Continue into the afternoon. Assuming everyone is as happy as you are right now when you're laughing at how ridiculous this place is and realizing that we're just speculating that it's like going to Vegas except with slightly better odds. The average American spends $110 billion on lottery tickets annually. The odds are greater in the meme coin casino, though. In my opinion, this is just proof of concept testing at its most basic level. Are going to emerge from this. Look up a well-known meme. So we have the girl staring back at the house in flames. Yes, it was localized as an NFT, in fact. For the sake of argument, though, suppose you are able to contribute to the success of the meme you have discovered. For example, you may go to a bar and discover a fantastic band. Later on, they go on to form Coldplay. It's quite similar to the sensation of making a huge splash after uncovering an obscure secret. When you find a new band, you don't get to monetarily contribute this way. You can. Is this going to become a viral sensation or what? This game is accessible to all. Are we not risking a repeat of the moon issue if this thing gets too huge, even though it's actually founded on nothing more than the sentiments of memes? Sure and no. As I've already mentioned, 99% of these will collapse, just like the NFT issue. This is common knowledge. Offsides will still catch them. Everything will remain the same. They will be furious. They will blame whoever informed them online that the meme had sold out. The event will be a disaster, and nothing will change. However, this material is still valuable. Since Doja and Shiba have demonstrated its worth, it must be valuable. At least two of these will be around for a while, and that meme will keep on giving. Value creation is something we are utterly unsure of. My guess is that it will all be zero. There's no way it can. Definitely not. Honestly, I have no idea what they will be. That, however, does not strike me as a lunar moment. It's merely a component of crypto. For crypto, I'd say the market drops 90% on a 4-yearly basis. Where will the next exchange-traded fund ETF go live? It ought to be Doge if the area maintains its shape.